Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, The Magical Maven. My name is Heather and today is a pick a card reading on what do your spirit guides and angels want you to know. So if you'd like to pick a number 1 through 5, and if you feel drawn to more than one pile, feel free to watch both. As this is a collective reading, just take what resonates because not everything might be intended for you. So we're going to jump right in. Okay, so for pile 1, from the Isis Oracle, we have Truths Unveiled and the Brother in Darkness. So I'm going to lay everything out and then we'll go over it. Omega, victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. From the messages from the angels. And Mystique, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. From the Chakra Tarot, we have 9 of Coins and the 3 of Coins. From Angel Answers, we have the situation will improve, forgiveness. And from Mystical Wisdom, we have go with the flow, let things happen. Okay. So the first thing I was getting from this pile was that for a lot of you, this could definitely be about your work or things that you are trying to achieve or work on, is what I got from the Mystique and Omega. So if you've been thinking about possibly giving up, or if you're wondering if what you're doing is going to pay off, it is telling you to keep moving forward and having faith, because you will get what you're wanting, like slowly but surely. So it's telling you not to kind of give up your hope and faith and just keep on rocking it. And with this go with the flow, sometimes things don't happen in the timing we want. Sometimes we want, to go, where we want things to happen quick and fast. And sometimes things take longer than we want them, but there is a natural flow to things. And so even if it might seem like things aren't flowing, they are. And it's kind of showing that allow divine timing to work in your favor. Because with these cards, I was getting that you're, about you manifesting what it is you've been working on and wanting. And again, it's showing the situation will improve. Okay, so with this forgiveness, there's 2 different messages that I got so far with this, and we're going to look for clarification with the tarot cards. But for some of you, there is maybe someone that you were dealing with that could have had a toxic energy, or there was like disagreements with, that maybe you were working with, that was a partnership or a client. It was just maybe someone that was maybe you felt like was in the way of achieving your dreams or your goals or what you had wanted. And that's why we're getting these cards up here and the forgiveness. So and this could have been something that even happened in the past, or it could be in, your present. So take what resonates. Because if there's someone in your past, they could still be in your energy field, and maybe that's why they're showing up. And for you, you have to forgive, because like the saying, forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for you. And I'm just going to read these cards real quick. So the first card that came out was Truths Unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. You may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. So part of your lesson, maybe why this person was in your life, was to kind of show you that you need to pay attention to your intuition and gut feelings. And because, especially if you're someone who's sensitive to energy, or for all of us, it's like good to know what situations and people are for us and which aren't, and who is harmful to us. And it doesn't mean harmful necessarily like they're gonna hurt us or attack us, but like toxic energy does take its toll on you, right? So just to make sure that you are listening to your inner wisdom and guidance. And maybe that's a lesson why this happened, along your path. So it's actually something that you needed to learn, because in the future, especially if you're working on something really, great or on the grand scale, or, just if there's something you're working on along your path of whatever you're trying to carve out, there could be these situations in the future where you have to know when to say no, or what, people to be like, okay, no, thank you, and not do business with them. And again, take what resonates, but this could definitely be something that was to help you for the future. With the Brother in Darkness card, it says, whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. You shall overcome any negative energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. So if you feel like this person took something away from you, it's really more of, did they actually do that? Or is it your perception of that? Is it that they took away your pride, your motivation, your drive, your energy? What did they take away, and how can you reclaim your power? So that's one meaning that I got. The second meaning I got was that some of you, this is about a romantic partnership, whether it's someone from the past or someone you're still dealing with that's influencing you moving forward in your life and being able to do whatever, your goals, dreams, whatever you've been wanting to work on, whatever you want from this life. And this person maybe, again, that you feel like maybe they stopped you in time is what I'm getting right now. So again, if this is a past partner, forgiveness is needed, and being able to let that negative energy, that toxic energy, be behind you. And what can you do to clear yourself if they're still showing up in your energy field or showing up in your life? I don't think many of you are still with this person. However, if you are, you need to question, is the person I'm with the right partner for me? And what do they bring to the table? Is it toxic energy? Are they a karmic partner? Or, is our relationship a real partnership? And these are just things to question, because if they're limiting you, is what I'm getting, then you need to question whether they are the right person for you in your life, because you're wanting to manifest something. Again, I'm getting great, there's something you are wanting, and I'm getting you need the strength and energy to do, and motivation to do so. So don't let this person block you, whoever this is, whether it's in career, love. But again, you do need to do your part, as in needing to let that go, needing to forgive and put it behind you, and kind of go forward with the energies. Okay, so let's look and see what the tarot cards say. Okay, so for those of you who this is all about career, work, your dreams, your goals, what are messages from your spirit guides and angels? What do they want you to know? Okay, so we have the Empress and the Knight of Wands. So it's interesting. I'm getting keep charging ahead, which is funny because that's what came up in the Mystique with this horse, because the Knight of Wands is fire energy. And the Empress, again, remember, you are trying to create something. You're trying to manifest something beautiful for your life. And so it's kind of, again, showing you that you need to keep going at that, again, not going. I don't want to conflict here, because yes, you need to keep moving forward, but at the same time, you need to go with the flow. So it's a balance that you're striving for. Okay, yes, keep on moving forward, but also letting things go at their pace. Because if you see how the Knight is charging ahead, but the Empress is sitting there in her power, so it's this balance. Okay. Okay, so for those of you who this person from the past is regarding to your career, what can help you move on and clear that energy? Okay, so the Seven of Cups. So what I'm getting is that I don't want to say it's all in your head, because obviously I don't think it's all in your head, but I think at this point in time, again, this is probably more past energy, or if they're still in present, I feel like maybe you could be someone that thinks of what if scenarios where you're oh, what if this, what if they do this, what if they do that? And you have to trust that Spirit will take care of you. So if you feel threatened in a way, or you feel like you need protection, you could always ask for your spirit guides and angels, for help, for protection, for guidance, because there's this energy to kind of I'm imagining all these different scenarios. And I think maybe that's what you're doing, is you're putting your energy into focusing on the wrong things. So instead of you focusing on this beautiful future, this, thing that, whatever you are working on, I don't want to say thing, it's just whatever you are working on, you should be focusing on that and the good and what you are wanting to bring into your life, and stop focusing on these scenarios. Be mindful of what you focus on, what you think about, because what you think about, you bring about. Okay, so for those of you where this was a toxic romantic partner, whether past or present, what do you need to know from your spirit? Oh, guides and angels. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to read the top ones because a lot came out. And we're going to ask for more clarification. So it was the Queen of Swords was over here. And we had the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant over here. Okay, so this is very interesting because remember I said for some of you this is about your career, what you're working on, plus romance. So it is showing this new start coming in both your professional and your personal life. And again, I'm getting about this balance. But you as the Queen of Swords, and even though this is a feminine card, this could be, you as a female, you as a male. It doesn't have to mean just, a woman. But with that Swords energy, see how she's raising it? It's you kind of have to cut through the BS. You need to speak your truth, set your boundaries, and, I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, do no harm but take no shit. And it's you have to kind of set those boundaries, speak your truth, and make sure that you're cutting out of your life what doesn't serve you, because it is showing these new beginnings. You have 2 aces that fell out of the deck. There's 78 cards, and the 4 cards that came up for you, 2 of them are the aces. Professional and personal. Okay, so yeah, again, a lot of you, if this is for you regarding your professional and personal, I think this is probably a past partner. Okay, so for those of you who are in a partnership with someone like this, and I know it could be hard when you're in that situation, you don't see certain things or don't want to see certain things, but maybe that's why you're here, right? You're looking for what your spirit guides and angels want to tell you. Okay. So for those of you in relationships that could possibly be toxic, what does your spirit guides and angels want to tell you? Okay, the 5 of Wands. Yeah, okay. So yeah, what I'm getting is that you need to decide there's a big difference between having disagreements, because anyone that we're in a relationship with, yeah, we're not going to see eye to eye with them always. There's going to be disputes and disagreements happen. However, is this, the energy all the time? And also, is this about something that is worth fighting over? Or is this about stuff is this constantly the energy? Constantly fighting or toxic energy? Or is it just some, typical relationship fights? It's you have to kind of decide, is it healthy or is it unhealthy? And you're getting the World. So if you are in this situation right now, I think that you will get clarity on seeing your way out. Three of Pentacles, Star. And I think your saving grace is what I'm getting, is whatever you're trying to do. So I think that's kind of what's going to pull you out, because you're wanting to strive for more, and you kind of are realizing that you are not going to move forward with this person. And I don't mean that just, relationship love-wise. I also mean in your life at all. There's no forward. It's they're holding you back in a sense. And again, this is only for some of you because I think a lot of you are already out of this situation. Okay. And then going back to my people who this is all about career, any more cards from your spirit guides and angels telling you about your career? Okay. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles. What fell down, face down, was the Five of Pentacles, and then the Four of Cups came up as well. The one that was highlighted was the Ten of Pentacles because of how they kind of all fell out. So again, it's showing about, you know, we have the Nine of Pentacles energy here, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So it's like you're leaving behind this lack, this, you know, strain of what has happened, and you're coming to this. However, again, remember what I said about this energy? You have to choose to focus on better. And again, I don't think it's all the time, but just know that you do have this manifesting ability, and you want to just make sure you're not manifesting any of the old. So I hope that makes sense. So that is my pile number 1, people. Feel free to, if you enjoyed your reading, like, share, comment, let me know if it resonated. And if you feel that this one didn't resonate for you, go ahead and maybe choose a different pile because it is based on your intuition of what pile you feel is right for you. Okay, so now we're going to move on to pile number 2. So from the Isis Oracle, we have Magic and Ritual. We have Enter the Chamber of Healing. We have Aurora. You are flying high now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become be inspired by your example. Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Okay. The Chakra Tarot. We have the World. That came out by itself, and then I asked for clarifiers. And we have Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords. Okay. I'm going to lay them all out and then I'll go over them. Angel Answers. We have Wait. You're Ready. And the Mystical Wisdom Peacock, Raise Your Standards. Okay. So right off the bat, obviously, I chose the message from the angel cards first. So it is showing that you do have an important purpose in this life where you're doing something with communication and the arts. You're a messenger of some kind, and it's showing right now you probably are feeling the energy, the good energy, and you are feeling motivated, passionate, driven. So even if this hasn't been put into action yet, it's like you know, maybe you're just starting out. You know, maybe you did start out and now you're getting to a higher level. So it kind of just take what resonates, because some of you might be on different parts of your journey. Some are just starting and know that this is what you're doing. Some of you are in the beginning stages, or some of you are getting to a higher level. But so don't, you know, what the message of this is confirming that yes, what you're trying to do, wanting to do is right for you. And don't allow anyone to get in the way of that, because it's easy when you're trying to do something that goes against the grain. You know, there's not maybe security in it, and people could definitely feel like, oh well, you know, they like, not because of you, but from their own life, they could kind of project onto you that feelings of, oh, this person isn't going to succeed because you don't make money in this, or, you know, any of those limiting beliefs. So don't take it to heart, because it could just be their own perception. So just kind of make sure you don't allow that to get in your way. And also too, you know, if you are doing something that you always wanted to do and that makes you feel happy, and someone sees that, they could definitely feel jealous of that or resentful if they haven't done, you know, what they have wanted to do, or if they haven't reached a certain level that you're going to reach. So, you know, just don't take anything to heart. And because with this World card, it's showing that things are aligning for you. you know, I'm getting that you've really seen the light, you've seen your truth. And with this Wheel of Fortune, things are turning around. So it is showing maybe in the past you had this Four of Swords energy where you kind of, I'm getting down and out, or maybe you just kind of, you could have felt like you were wasting away, like where you felt like you were lost, confused, you're unsure about where you were going to move to forward. And I don't mean move to as in like a physical move, although it could be that, but maybe just in life. You didn't feel things were moving for you. And you had this clarity, this wake-up call, and now things are changing for you. And again, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's showing that this is showing the energies are shifting for you. They are moving. And you have to keep going where you're going. Like, you don't want to allow the energy to shift, allow things to like transform for you, because you've done, I think most of you have done your work where things are already trying to transform, and keep doing that work, but also allow time for things to happen is what I'm getting. And then for some of you too, with the weight, I'm getting is that sometimes, because of course this is about your messages from your spirit guides and angels, you might be moving fast where you don't have time to listen, or you don't see the signs. So this is them telling you to wait, you know, allow time for yourself to be able to connect to your higher self and your spirit guides and angels, because they'll have messages for you and then you'll feel more prepared. And with raising your standards, it's this matter of where do you limit yourself? Where have you set the bar low? Because we have this, you know, you're flying high right now, and, you know, don't descend. And then we have raise your standards. So I think for you, you might feel, you could feel possibly unworthy, and you have to realize that you are worthy to receive these rewards in the future. So don't allow yourself, or don't allow anyone to put any energy in the way that could block you from rising above, taking it to the next level. And then with these cards, the magic and ritual effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform to your outer world. And then the healing, we have a spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Expect your miracle. So with the healing, I'm getting that with your purpose involving communication in the arts is you are a healer in some form. And healers don't have to be necessarily, you know, like an energy healer or a nurse or doctor. You know, I mean, healers come in different forms. You know, you could be a writer, a speaker, and, you know, a painter, a photographer, you know, something that you're a healer in some form. And when you do your healing, that helps you become a better healer to help others. And with connecting, this is all about connecting to yourself, magic and ritual. So even though you're like, you know, even if you're not into doing rituals, or, you know, you think magic's all woo-woo or whatever, if you kind of are like, okay, that's not my thing, for you it could be about meditation, connecting to spirit, channeling, you know, having that sacred space for yourself. If, you know, like, and if you don't, again, if you're not into ritual or magic or having an altar space, still having a sacred space for yourself, carving out time to connect to your higher self, your spirit guides and angels. So now we're going to look at the tarot cards. So please tell me more about what Pile 2's angels and spirit guides want them to know about this path and purpose that they have. Okay. So you have the Ten of Cups. Very beautiful. Okay, so the cards that fell were the Two of Cups and Three of Cups. So for some of you, this path is even tied to a divine partnership. And it's showing like some of you might have already met them, or some of you might be meeting them, and it like out being social. I feel like you're probably are a social pile, and that makes sense if you have a communication purpose involving the communication. So it's kind of showing that I'm getting something about when life's happening, then you'll meet this person. You know, maybe you won't even be worried about it. You'll be having fun. I mean, like this laughter, and it could be even like when you're doing, there could be some event or something, or, you know, like a gallery opening or a speaking engagement or something that results in some kind of party, and then you can meet this person. Or, and for those of you already with them, it's like just kind of showing about you two being, I'm getting like the talk of the town. I don't know. Okay. The Hermit. Okay. So if those of you who have retreated for a while, maybe romantically, it's kind of showing your time is coming. It's like you just needed that time to build yourself up with all of this. Okay, so those who have been single for a while, what do your spirit guides and angels want you to know? Okay, so it's kind of showing like with this balancing act, it's like I'm getting things maybe are taking their time because there's things that you had to put in place before this came through. So it's a divine timing thing. Okay. So for those of you who are single, who this person's coming in, what else do you need to know? Okay. I'm just taking the top card, Knight of Pentacles. So this could be someone that you might meet, and it might not take off right away. It might take some time. You know, the Pentacle energy, the Earth energy. Could be slow moving, slow but steady. Something that you could build with. Oh, but then you have Knight of Cups too. So I'm getting Mr. Romance is what I'm getting. But again, it doesn't, whether you're male, female watching this, and you're watching, you know, for a relationship, whether you're looking for male or female, you know, just take what resonates. It's all interchangeable. Oh. Wow, there's King of Swords. Okay, so some of you might even have a few different options coming in where it's like, oh, that's very interesting. So with the Three of Cups, and then we have like 3 different court cards here, the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, King of Swords, the Two of Cups. So you might be Miss or Mr. Popularity, where you've been single for a while, or you haven't been in a relationship for a while, or maybe you took some time out, and then once you get back in there, once you're out living your life and doing your work and being social, you're gonna have all these possibilities come up for you. Because yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles, this is very like independent woman, or again, independent man energy, the Strength. So you could have been heartbroken in the past. You kind of maybe dealt with a lot of transformative energy is what I'm getting. And some of those people could have been shady characters is what I'm getting, and that you really transformed yourself and your life. So you're not willing to settle anymore. So with these options, it's like, whoop, Page of Pentacles. So yeah, it's like you're not really necessarily in a rush or going to be in a rush, even if you feel like right now you're wanting this. Once you're really in your career, or, you know, on your path of purpose, and you're feeling good about everything, even if you feel good now, it's like you're going to feel even greater. It's like at that point, there's a point where you're not going to feel in a rush, even if you have these options, because you're going to not settle for less. Oh my God, and that makes sense with the raise your standards. Okay, so getting back to this purpose, can we have some clarification on Ten of Cups? Wow. Star, World, Two of Wands, King of Cups. Okay. So this came over here. So the King of Cups came over here face down. So those of you about love, if you're not with someone like this yet, I think your partner is the King of Cups. So again, take what resonates, whether you're male, female, and you're looking for a male or female. Your partner might be this King of Cups energy that might come later after these options, and you're like, nope, I know my worth. I'm looking for my true partner. And for those of you who this is more about, if you already have this partnership and you're looking strictly at this reading for career, I mean, the Ten of Cups clarified by the star, the world, and then the Two of Wands was under the world. I mean, I don't know what better cards you could get, honestly. I mean, besides the sun not being here, I mean, but like the world, the star, the Ten of Cups, like, I'm just getting like, this is so inspiring, like this powerful energy for you. So yeah, please do not give up what you're doing and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This is confirmation for you to keep on moving forward. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated for you, feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe to my channel. And if you feel like this reading didn't resonate for you, I would maybe look at and see if there's another pile that you feel drawn to, because you pick the piles based on your intuition. So if this didn't resonate at all, then you might want to check one of the other ones. Again, it is a collective reading. Okay, so now on to pile number 3. So we have Scales of Balance, Key of Life. Okay, so a lot came out from the messages from your angels, and there was a lot of different messages I was getting. So once I have all the cards out, I'll be able to look at it more. So I'm just going to kind of go through these pretty quick. But we have Bridget, caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding forward. This is the main one that came out. And then we had Serena, the angel abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. We have Opal, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. Indriel, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all its inhabitants. And Oceana, take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Okay. Then we have the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Coins, and the King of Wands. We have look for a sign and helpful people. And we have new beginnings, begin your new life, and memories, cherish memories of loved ones. Okay, so I first had pulled the messages from your angels. So there's going to be a couple different messages, so take what resonates for you and based on what themes. Okay, so for some of you, and it could be, you could resonate with all these messages or just one or two, because we're having the theme of money and finances, we're having this theme of children, we're having the theme of light workers, and so for some of you, this is I was getting that this is a family pile in a sense. So if you have a family, or if you are wanting to build one, and the other opposite side of that is, like I was getting for some of you, this could be about family issues, or you know, clearing certain things in your family. And if you are a light worker, you know, if you do have issues in the family, you could be the one that's meant to heal those family issues and clear those, like that ancestral karma, you know, like and I mean, even with that could all, I mean, be tied in with abundance or money. Like if there's blocks to this money coming in, or if you're worried about having this money for your family, especially if you are a light worker trying to carve out your path and you're wanting to do something in this world, but you're worried how it's going to affect your family, or you, if you want to have kids in the future. So again, like there's a lot of different messages for a lot of maybe different people in this reading coming through, but the main message is about caution. So there is this energy of like halt, you know, just kind of sit with the energy and kind of before you take a step forward. It is showing a new beginning. So that's why I said for some of you, this could be about you starting a family. Some of you could have gotten pregnant or will be pregnant in the future, or, maybe, you could be marrying someone in the future that has kids, where you have a family, or where you both could maybe have kids coming in. Again, like, take what resonates. There's different scenarios happening here. With these memories of cherished loved ones, that's why I said that some of you, this isn't about, if you don't have a family of your own and you're not wanting that at this time, it could be some of you about your family issues, like family, even if you don't have that issue, it could just be like this family or ancestral karma that you have to, there's healing that needs to be done. So maybe you were kind of getting the grunt of it, these lessons are coming through, and you might not be aware that this is actually coming through because you're healing things in the family. So if you feel this could be you, I would maybe talk with those in your family to kind of see if you could get more insight on what has happened, or, if you can connect to your intuition, channel, if you go to someone that you trust that's, a psychic or a healer, just something to kind of maybe access this information. I'm getting this stored information. And because if you are clearing those and healing those, that deals with part of your mission as a light worker, and that could help you get past blocks of abundance. Because of course, in our family, if there was blocks of, if there's karma in tying money, that could be blocking you as well. And when I got with this take action, trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself, that's why if there is some family issues that are rooted about being able to deal with things in a healthy manner, speaking from a place of love and light. And I'm just getting the word chaos. So yeah, definitely for some of you, this could be all intertwined. When you're dealing with family stuff, you could have a family, or you're trying to, or you're, will in the future. You're a light worker, then you're trying to deal with money. It's like there's all this at play. Because again, with the Ten of Cups, there's this emotional fulfillment. This Seven of Coins, kind of like building a future. And this could be with, either you or your partner, this King of Wands energy, or a future partner if you're not with someone now. But the spirit guides and angels, your spirit guides and angels are telling you to look for signs. Like, if you ask for help, they'll help you, but you also have to pay attention to, if you ask for guidance, you have to pay attention, to see if you're getting that guidance and trust in it. And it is showing that there is helpful people around you. So if you're feeling like you don't have support or compassion or sympathy within a family unit, so maybe it's with, I'm getting birth family, so meaning your family you grew up with, as opposed to the family you've created or you plan to create. And it's showing there are helpful people around you. So just pay attention to that. Okay. Yeah, with this Key of Life, if you see, it's the Ankh, and it's portends new life being born through you. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more wholeness and fulfillment. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction. You have spiritual support from unseen worlds. Let it happen. So very interesting, since we got the helpful people and it's saying you have support. So the helpful people could even be your angels and spirit guides, just kind of waiting for you to ask them for help, because they're not going to intrude. You have to ask for that help to receive it. And it's also interesting because with saying this new life, and it's like this new beginning, and that's, with this baby card, the opal, some of you could be, pregnant or going to be conceiving, or going to be having this fresh new family life. And maybe for some of you, that's something you have to clear certain things before, because again, if you have certain issues you haven't resolved and healed from, it's like you will pass it on in the family line. So what can you heal within yourself, within the family, so you don't let that pass on, if that makes sense. And with the scales of balance, balancing give and take, directing and flowing, play and solitude are always ways to heal the relationship between the inner masculine and feminine energies. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing. for the feminine energy as it holds the secrets to divine wisdom, so dance, sing, and play. So you might be feeling out of balance, and maybe that's why it's saying caution is warranted, because maybe you really don't have the clarity or aren't in that place and space to be able to take any action or to know the truth or what it is you're wanting. So it's kind of like maybe you need to get more in balance before you could proceed forward and have this new beginning. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle with the tarot because again, there's a lot kind of different messages that was coming on for different people. Okay, so for those of you that this is regarding you just as a healer and light worker trying to transcend your family and ancestors karma, you know, you're trying to clear. Okay, so a lot kind of came out. Okay, so this one came out first before I kind of really asked, but it was Eight of Cups energy, like walking away. The Knight of Wands. I'm going to swift movement. The Ten of Wands. I don't always use the Rider Waite, so I was like, wait a minute. The Four of Wands and the Tower. So I'm getting like making a break for it is what I'm getting at this card. So it's like you are trying to do, if you are the light worker trying to heal these familial and ancestral wounds and this karma to move forward with your life, whatever it is you're wanting in whatever capacity, because you could still want these things. You're wanting this abundance, you're wanting something to create. Maybe down the line you do want kids and you want marriage, but right now it's more about you as the light worker. So if this is about you, it's kind of showing that, yeah, you've done a lot of work to kind of clear, but there is some cycles that you're still kind of ending or completing, because it's showing this Four of Wands energy coming in the future with this Tower. So it's kind of like this energy of things taking you by surprise. So you might get this before you had attended or had wanted even, because you know, it's like you're really trying to clear that karma or clear the past out. Okay, so if you do your clearing, okay, so if you do your clearing, it's like you get this Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning. I've read tarot for 14 years and I've never done reversals. I always just read them upright because whatever message I'll get will come through. So in case you see me doing that, Emperor, Hierophant, and King of Wands. So there's definitely this, like, I'm getting higher energy right now with this. Oh, and also it's interesting because I'm getting the word support. So you are being supported once you clear and do your work. You're going to have this new beginning, because like the powers that be, the universe, you know, they're going to know that you worked hard, and it's like you are worthy of this. So those of you with blocks to abundance, you're worried about finances, what message do you need? Oh, Six of Wands. So I'm getting like a profitable outcome. So if you've been worried about money, it is showing that there's going to be some good news. Some of you could be getting a promotion, a raise, or have some unexpected money coming in. Anything else about money? Oh wow, 10 of Pentacles. So I think for a lot of you, this isn't so much about you're worried about money. It's like you are wanting, it's more about, again, like your future, you know, your family, your future family, if you don't have one now. It's not so much about, you know, just buying. I'm not getting it from like a place of greed. You just want money to buy it on designer clothes or anything. I'm getting that this is more of like a, again, like it's like you're wanting to create, you know, a home, you know, maybe with a family, or, you know, you're wanting this sanctuary, this. But yeah, I think for a lot of you it is about like a home, marriage, children. And for some of you, it might not be about children. Like, I'm being drawn to the dogs in here. So some of you might just want animal babies, which is totally fine. Okay, but with the Five of Wands jumped out, it's like, okay, there's certain things you can't be so attached to, and I'm getting maybe it's like, you know, yeah, there's going to be times where you might have less than others, but it's just important to not be in lack mentality. Again, if you're watching this, you know, what your spirit guides and angels want you to know, you could always ask them. You're like, you know, if you're asking because it's like you're, you know, needing, you know, that month you're worried about not making ends meet, you know, for you or for you and your family, it's like, ask for that support. Okay, anything else about money for this pile? Okay, Wheel of Fortune and Knight of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting that, how he has the cup out, and it's like if you're wanting to receive, you have to put your hand out. So that some of that could be about asking for help, asking spirit. And I'm not saying like asking for handouts to people. I'm just saying like, but maybe you need to keep your possibilities or options open too. Like, so maybe if you know like, okay, maybe I need to work some more hours, or I need to, if you're needing more money to come in, like just kind of being open to different possibilities. And I'm not saying to like, you know, work yourself to the bone, but I'm getting like this, you extending your hand out and being open to receiving, and that's going to be like helping shift the energy. Because then things might come up where then you'll be offered to make, you know, make more money. Okay, so for those of you who have a family, what's going on? Okay. I don't know, I'm getting the sense of like you feel in danger somehow. Okay, what is this about? For those of you with the family, what is this perceived danger or danger? Yeah, for some of you, it's worried about not having enough. I mean, some of you very well could already have a family, and maybe, again, with the pregnancy thing, maybe you could have another child coming, and maybe you didn't see it coming, and you're like wondering how it's going to work out. For some of you, you might be moving. For some of you, you might be even moving away from a toxic partner or someone that was, I'm getting no good, but I mean, you know, just take what resonates. That doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It could just be maybe like for whatever reason. Like, for example, one scenario, this isn't going to be for everybody because, again, there's a lot of different things coming in. But for some of the, like, this could be for a very small portion, or, you know, for some of you could have been with someone that maybe had an addiction problem, and you're kind of moving away from that because you kind of realized, okay, I'm not going to enable that. I need to do what's best for me and my family. I'm moving onward, and maybe that's where you feel kind of unsteady. Again, it's not for everybody. Yeah, because we have the Chariot. Yeah, so for some of you, definitely there is showing this move. So maybe some of you are worried about how that's going to affect your family, about your finances, if you're going to have enough. Okay, so for those of you moving, Queen of Swords. Can I show me another one, please? King of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, like, who maybe were in that scenario, you don't want to leave your partner behind. You feel like that's your person. But I'm getting something's got to give. So maybe some of you, or again, this is maybe a small portion. Some of you maybe are going to give this person an ultimatum, like, hey, we need to work better as a team. So you're having this, maybe going to have this talk. Okay. Okay, so for those of you not moving away, whether to a location or moving away from your partner, if you're with a study partner or in a marriage, you have kids, any other messages? So I know that this is normally the card of boredom and discontentment, the Four of Cups, but I was getting more of a somber energy. Fool. It's like you're wanting this new beginning and you're not seeing it coming. So just be aware. Be in more of like the playful fool-like energy. Yeah, maybe you feel defeated in some way, shape, or form. So you're kind of closed off. So just be aware of that. And I'm getting about like harnessing your energy. And like with the Queen of Wands, this is like fire energy. So I'm kind of getting about like transforming, because the Queen of Cups is like a very, you know, the cups is the water, so it's like very nurturing and caring and loving. So maybe you haven't been seeing through those same eyes because something kind of got you down, or made you feel limited. For those of you who are in this situation, what other messages? Whoa, okay. Okay, I'm gonna put these back because a lot are coming out. I know I'm pulling a lot for this pile, but again, there's a lot of different messages. Maybe for some of you feel like things are taking too slow. Yeah, like building and securing a future. It doesn't happen overnight. Have some compassion. Note for yourself. If things aren't working, what could be getting in the way of that? Or is it just a matter of, maybe it's a matter of timing? Maybe it's not meant to. Maybe there's a better new beginning. Something better for you, right? Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up, since definitely, again, there's a lot of different options here. So just take what resonates. But if I had, I'm going to ask for spirit guides and angels of this pile, what messages ring true for everybody? Okay. Two of Swords, King of Pentacles. So definitely there is a mental conflict. You are not sure which way to go. Maybe you're trying to choose the more practical path or what you think is sensible, but I'm getting about like being guided by your heart. So again, this could be definitely go different based on your situation. Because the practical option or the easy option always isn't the right option, right? So you have to go within. Yeah, the Eight of Wands, the Strength, the Two of Pentacles. So something is gonna happen that might shift the energy, might bring you more back to balance and harmony. Okay, but you have to let it go of the past and what was. This Four of Pentacle energies, the Page of Wands. There's something maybe you need to let go of that you're hanging on to. And that's gonna, once you let it go, it's gonna shift the energy. To get this fire energy, you need to kind of let go of something that doesn't serve you. Because like, see how he's hoarding? There's something you don't need to hoard, something you don't need to hold on to. So if you want to think about that. So for my pile number 3 people, I know there was a lot of different scenarios going on that I can't even get into so deeply, but take what resonates. And if you didn't feel like any of this resonated with you, feel free to choose another pile. But if it did, feel free to comment and let me know. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Okay, and now we're going to move on to pile number 4, but I'm going to show these real quick. Pile number 4, Flower of Life, Knot of Isis, Temple of Lapis Lazuli, Ray, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Layla, spend time alone in nature meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. The Chakra Tarot, 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Princess of Cups, and 3 of Wands. Angel answers, opportunity, romance, and it's up to you. And we have children. Know that your children are protected, and unicorn invites serendipity. Okay, so for pile number 4, so what I was getting with these cards, the children, was actually about like your inner child and creativity, and then I asked for clarification, and unicorn came out. So I don't know about you, but when I was little, I was really into unicorns. I wanted a unicorn. So I was getting more of this childlike spirit, connecting to your inner child, your imagination, your creativity. And okay, so I am getting like big opportunities coming through. And this is more like luck, you know, abundance, career opportunities, but then you also have romance. And like when I ask for clarification, it says it's up to you. So you might have a lot of options coming through, and you really have to decide what is right for you. But right now you have to shift your energy a little bit. So that's why you need time on your own. So it's kind of saying like, oh, you should meditate. You should spend time in nature. That's very clearing, nurturing, and grounding. You know, if you do yoga or you work out, or, you know, there's certain things you need to do for your self-care. You know, so if you don't have a self-care, you know, routine, maybe getting into one, because you definitely need to maybe clear and de-stress, you know, clear up the energy that doesn't serve you. And, you know, because once you're still and you have no distractions, you could really connect to your higher self and what feels right for you. And then, you know, getting in touch with that childlike quality and within yourself, you know, being playful and, you know, having joy. Because with this 8 of Swords, it's like, you might not be seeing clearly, you might not be seeing yourself clearly, because I picked this deck for a reason, and if you see, she sees herself in the mirror, but then she's blindfolded. And with this 10 of Wands energy, there could be this heaviness, there's a lot maybe you're carrying. And when I asked about like what to do kind of to drop this weight with the Princess of Cups and the 3 of Wands, it's like, I was getting more of this will lead to certain things that you're wanting in life, or to create and obtain. Okay. So with the Flower of Life, it's saying you're entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest, and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change, instead go with the flow and let it happen. Now is your time for blossoming. So yeah, like it is showing this fertile time coming, but you need to be prepared for it by getting to a higher vibration, clearing out what doesn't serve you. And again, it talked about being a creative being, which I didn't even realize on this card. And remember what I said, I was getting creativity here for the children card about your inner child. With the Knot of Isis, it says part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with the goddess. This means that not only do you have the important special spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are afforded her power, protection, and abundance too. You are now deepening your connection to the goddess. And with the Temple of Lapis, your soul is very ancient and holds the wisdom of star peoples from civilizations with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a culture based in fear to a love-based community. You are on this planet to be you to the fullest extent possible. Then you will help heal human culture so that the planet may thrive. So what did I just say about like a high vibration? And this has a high vibration in it. I mean, these cards are fairly new. I haven't read from them much, and I don't think this card's come up before. So I actually did not know that it talked about high vibration in there. So again, it just makes sense about lifting yourself up, you know, you having some time for you, some self-care, clearing any energies, getting back to this playful, joyous energy, your creative energy, because then, you know, there's going to be these doors opening up for you, these opportunities, romance. Okay. So for pile number 4, what else does pile number 4 need to do to be able to help themselves rise above? Okay, the Sun. So do what makes you happy. So that's why maybe it's showing about like the children cards, and there's a child in the card here. You know, it's like, do what makes you happy. What made you happy, like as a kid? Okay. So what are these opportunities coming through for you? Okay, hold on. I'm going to shuffle these better because these came out in the last pile, so these are meant to come out again, they will. But what opportunities are coming through? So the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Judgment. So again, like with it's up to you. Remember I said you have to know what's right for you, and that's part of you spending that time on your own and getting clear so you can make the right decision. So things can move in your favor. So you have this, you know, opportunity for yourself and for your life that's in your best interest. Okay, so okay, I didn't ask for anything yet, sorry. Okay, so in terms of career opportunities and what you're doing in your life, your dreams, your goals, what are opportunities coming through for you that your spirit guides and angels want you to know? Okay. I don't know, even though this isn't in the cards, I was getting the opportunity to be yourself was coming up to me. So Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, Hierophant, Five of Swords, Hermit. So something I'm getting is something about like a shadow. So maybe there's like, and this can make sense of the Eight of Swords. Maybe you feel like it could be you dealing with your shadow self, or you feel like you're in someone's shadow, or you feel maybe like there's something that weighs you down. Because I was getting about the shadow. So take what resonates. Okay. Because I think you're wanting more security and stability. And maybe for some of you who haven't had that, because with this Five of Swords energy, or maybe you feel like you've been used to that. Okay, so this opportunity for things to approve, Two of Wands, possibly for some of you healthy partnerships, letting go of grief, sadness, past pain, and that could be your shadow even. Okay, so for those of you dealing romance, what is your opportunity for romance? Six of Cups. So some of you could be not necessarily chained to, but there could be some from your past that is still in the picture or still in your mind, that's still with you. So is this opportunity with this past person, is that someone you need to let go of, or is there a possibility of this working out? Whoa, okay. So the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so there is a possibility that this past person, there could be an opportunity for you. Because with the Nine of Cups, if this person from the past is someone you're wanting, there is a chance of that. However, there are like some humps or struggles along the way, but don't be defeated by this. So if you get past the Seven of Wands energy, what are you going to be left with this romance, with this person? Two of Pentacles. So there is a chance of coming to a union, coming to harmony, coming to balance with this person, but it might take some struggle, some work still ahead. And what would that be regarding? Okay, moving from the past and being clear on what you both want. Okay, what else? Okay, so if pile number 4 has someone from their past, they want to come back, that there's an opportunity for them to come back, be together, what is the Seven of Wands that's getting in the way? Okay, so it's temperance, some patience is needed, some clarity, some hard work. Okay, so for those of you who don't want to be with the past partner, where is this opportunity of romance coming in? Okay, some of you might be feeling like there's no one around. You're kind of maybe bored or finished with the dating scene. You might feel lonely. But like, what is your opportunity for romance coming in? Whoa, okay. Literally half the deck just fell on the floor. So I'm taking it as I'm being guided to just use what is left in my hands. That was really dramatic. Okay, so this opportunity for romance for those of you who don't want to be with a past partner. What's your opportunity for romance? Okay. So we have Three of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. So for some of you, it could be someone that you already knew, and it maybe wasn't someone you actually dated. Maybe they're a friend. Maybe there was someone you had met briefly, acquaintance, you know, briefly dated. Because, like, I'm getting that some of you maybe did have, like, a swift ending or a clean break, but they're maybe, like, now coming back and reconnecting. So there's a possibility that there could be this harmonious connection with them. Again, take what resonates, because everyone's going to be in different situations. For some of you, if this isn't someone completely new, okay, so for those of you, this is someone completely new. It could be someone that takes you by surprise, comes in out of nowhere, and it like moves you into this other place. But it's like a positive connection. So you could maybe meet them while on the move, whether that's after you moved somewhere, you're traveling. But it's like they're gonna come in fast, and you're, you know, maybe you, like, again, like you might have not seen them coming, because if you were in that energy of Four of Cups and Five of Pentacles, the World came out here. So I think it's a, you know, it's a positive thing. Queen of Wands. Some of you could be undecided when this person comes in, because maybe you guys just have different, and when I say you guys, I don't mean just guys, girls, you know, but you might have different mindsets or personalities or something, where you're kind of like, sometimes maybe you could bump heads a little bit because you both have maybe strong personalities. I'm getting maybe you are more like the Queen of Wands, fire energy, and they're more of the Swords energy with the Knight or the Queen. So they could be an air sign, you could be a fire, vice versa, or it could just be like the energies. But you're both maybe kind of strong-willed. So maybe that's why you can maybe get on each other's nerves, or maybe you don't always... It's not a bad thing. It's not like, you know, endless fighting. It's just maybe it's like... Yeah, it's like you both kind of maybe met your match. And with this Page of Pentacles, it's like maybe a fresh beginning you were both needing. Because again, if you met your match, right? Okay. So I'm going to wrap up. So are there any more messages that your spirit guides and angels want you to know for pile 4? Ace of Cups, 2 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups. Okay, this is interesting. There was another pile that had these 2 aces before. So, so if you were guided to another pile as well, you might want to check it out, because it'll be funny if you get the one with the same message here. So the 2 of Swords is you kind of maybe, you're not seeing things clearly right now. That's why you have to clear your energy, right? That was at the beginning of the reading. Because you have these new beginnings coming, you know, opportunities professionally in your love life. And it's like you're going to be offered so much in the coming, I'm getting coming days, but it doesn't, you know, it could take longer than that. It really also depends on you and how you, when are you going to shift your energy and kind of get out of this, like, I'm getting limbo, even though we're not getting the Hanged Man, but I'm getting, I mean, the Hanged Man could have been on one of the cards on the floor, but you have to kind of get out of this 2 of Swords energy to be able to recognize these new opportunities coming, and to also like want to take them. Because look, they both have their hands out. If you don't have your hands out because you were holding the swords, you're not going to be able to take, you know, take these opportunities. You're not going to be able to have this new love relationship. You're not going to have this new opportunity in career, whatever you're trying to work on, because you are too busy with this mental conflict holding these swords. So put down the swords, take off the blindfold, clear your energy, you know, get right with yourself to have these new beginnings. Okay, Lovers. So yeah, you have this, like this, the Lovers always isn't about lovers. This is about a choice for you to make. Like with this 5 of Wands, yeah, if you've been burned before, you've been hurt before, I don't know, I'm getting flaked, people haven't shown up, they're, you know, it's just like, whatever has happened from, you know, little scenarios to larger, it's like you need to kind of let go. Stop being one of these people, like in this, this fighting mode, right? You know, just kind of walk away, choose for better for yourself. And I know, and I'm not saying that, you know, you're someone that fights or is about drama, but it's like when we take on negative energy, or there's things that are, again, where we need to clear our energy, we could definitely get stuck, right? And we don't want to be in a lower vibration. So choose better for yourself. You're worth it. So I hope that made sense for my pile number 4 people. So as I clear up all these cards and the ones on the floor, I will just let you know, like, if this did resonate, please feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe. If you feel this didn't really resonate, feel free to choose another pile that you feel called to, because again, this is about, you pick a pile based on your intuition. And if certain messages resonated, some didn't, just take what did, because this is a collective reading. So it's not going, you know, it's not always going to be spot on. You know, for some of you it could be, but some of you it could just be like, you know, certain things. So just take what resonates. Okay. So my pile number 5 people, I will be with you in just a minute. I'm clearing all the tarot cards that went all over my floor. Okay. Just making sure I got them all. Okay. Okay, so pile number 5, last but not least. Okay, pile number 5, we have Divine Destiny. The Divine Warrior is within you, helping you to continue with a worthy path, even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. The Dark Healing Chamber. The most challenging task is to take courage in both hands and journey within to meet your own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. The sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, is to push us to venture inwards to seek and heal the darkness within. And when it says darkness, it doesn't mean evil. It means like, because I know sometimes people could take it that way, but it's like your pain. Like, we all have a shadow self, you know, we all have parts of ourselves that need to be healed. So, you know, don't take this as like, oh my God, you know, I'm dark, a dark person. That's not what it means at all. It's just, you know, we all have our dark side, our shadow self, whatever you'd like to call it. And we all have things that we have to transmute from darkness into light, you know, our, you know, pain into love. And so just take that in a positive way. Okay, so we have Dove, take a leap of faith. We have There's Something Better, remain positive. Queen of Coins, 8 of Coins, and the 3 of Swords. And we have Crystal, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon you can't see yet. And Ariel, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Okay, so pile number 5, people, your spirit guides and angels are really wanting you to know that you're going to be okay. Like, if this is a dark time for you, if you're feeling like you're lacking faith, it's kind of reassuring. They're reassuring you to remain positive, that whatever isn't working for you, it's because there's something better that is happening for you behind the scenes. But part of it is like, you have, you know, it's like you're getting faith here, you're getting faith here. You have to kind of believe and trust. So if anytime you're feeling like you're lacking in that, you could, you know, ask your spirit guides and angels, like, please show me a sign of faith, hope, you know, let me know you're here, I'm asking for your support, I'm asking for your help with this, that, or the other. Because again, with this one, it's talking about like your destiny. So there might be something like you've been working towards, and it's like maybe you feel like it's just not working for you, but it's telling you to take a leap of faith. So for some of you, this could be a small step. For some of you, this could be a bigger step. So some of you, this could just be literally about you just trusting and having faith, and that's your step. For some of you, this could be bigger. Okay, again, the 3 of Swords is showing this heartbreak, this pain, this loss. Like, and it's like, see how like the swords are in the heart? So it's like, it's time to remove these swords. And it's time to kind of work yourself back up into this energy. So with the coins energy, I'm getting this could be about some kind of stability, career, finances, something more in the physical plane, you know, external that you were wanting or trying to work towards, you know, and maybe, you know, it's like you're having to build yourself back up to this queen status. And the queen, you know, even though it's a feminine energy, you know, this could be you as a woman, as a man. It's, you know, when you see the cards, don't always take it as it has to be a woman, because I don't take it that way. And okay, let's pull some tarot cards to kind of see what's going on. So what is this pain that you're dealing with for pile number 5, people? And again, it's a collective reading, but we'll see what's like one of the, you know, for all of you, for most of you, for some of you, what something that had happened that you're trying to move past. Okay, so for some of you, this definitely was about a relationship. So the 2 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Swords. So yeah, some of you could have, you know, had a relationship that ended, you know, maybe you parted ways, maybe they picked up with someone else, you know, with like the 3 of Wands. They could have, you know, moved on and moved forward with their life, and maybe you feel like you haven't. Again, that's not for everybody, but for some of you, this could have been about someone you still have romantic pain over, because maybe you felt like you two were going to be together, you were going to work out, you wanted them to work out, and for whatever reason, they went a different way, and you kind of aren't understanding things. Okay, so for those of you who this is true, you were in a relationship, they left, they moved on to someone else. What's going on there? King of Swords. Okay, so again, this could be a man, this could be a woman with, you know, in her masculine energy. This could, with the swords, it could be an air sign or someone who embodies the air element. So your partner could have been someone that maybe could have been difficult. Maybe, because I'm getting that you were the Queen of Cups. So whether you're man or female. So you had this like loving, caring energy, and they were kind of maybe more stern, you know, wanted to take charge for the unknown. I don't know, this is just stuff that's coming through. But they could have been maybe difficult, you know, maybe they could have taken advantage, maybe they like took, and you gave. It could have been an unbalanced relationship. So if this, you know, was someone that you had this with, know that you know, are worthy of an equal partnership. And, you know, like, I would just say that if you were in this, if they want with someone else, let that other person have them, because, you know, you deserve better than that. You know, so if this is true for you, if you were in a, you know, a partnership where there wasn't equal give and take, like you gave and they took, then, you know, you deserve far better. However, I mean, it could be, you know, right, vice versa. If you were the one that was this person and then they're this person, you know, maybe you're someone that is regretting your what you did. So again, like, the energies could be interchangeable. So if you were the King of Swords and you took and like you went a different way with someone else, you know, you might be kind of like, oh, what did I do? And it, you know, sometimes when things like that happen, it could be like, okay, you know, maybe you didn't feel worthy of their love, or you were fearful of that commitment. Like, if, you know, because if you really feel like, you know, if you went off with someone else and you're like, why did I do that? You have to kind of question your motives. Like, why, you know, why did you do that? Okay, so for those of you that this is about a romance or a love, but it wasn't about like a third party situation or them leaving for someone else. So what are other scenarios? The Chariot. Okay, I'm still getting maybe like they moved on and you hadn't, like the Hanged Man energy. Like you feel like whoever you are in loss over, you know, you feel like they've moved on and you haven't, you're stuck. So it doesn't even necessarily they've moved on to another relationship. Maybe you just feel like, you know, if you're kind of checking their social media and you're seeing that they're having fun and they're going on trips or they're out with their friends and, you know, they're laughing and you're like, you know, you're like, I'm not there, you know, I'm still like trying to deal with this. So it could be that too. Okay, well, Lovers and the Star. I mean, let's see what's coming through with that. So what is the Star and Lovers for you? Okay, something I just heard was star-crossed lovers. Okay. So there is this new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. So is this connection with someone new, or is it with this person? Is it with someone new? Or is it with this person? Okay, so with someone new, it's like we have King of Wands and Knight of Swords. So the King of Wands, fire energy, you know, passionate, enthusiastic, driven. The Knight of Swords energy coming in like, you know, look how he's charging in. So there could be this new opportunity, new person that presents himself coming in strong, coming in hot, coming in fast. And maybe that's why you're getting there's something better, because you're like, oh, actually, I have this beautiful fated connection with someone who actually honors me, right? Because when I asked for this past person, we have the Five of Swords came up, and then the Hierophant was flipped down. So chances are this person from the past was most likely a karmic partner, karmic connection, a lesson for your growth, not necessarily someone you're meant to end up with. So you have to kind of take away, like, what is the positives from this past relationship, and how can I transmute that darkness into light? Okay, the Empress. I was getting like, I don't know why I was getting this, but I was getting like, you're the queen, honey, or something, and that's, I don't know why, but even though we got the Empress card, not a queen, but that's what I heard. So, and with the Son of Pentacles energy, so this person might not come in right away, but when they do come in, it's going to come in like, again, like fast or, you know, strong, hot. But you have to build yourself up again. You have to feel confident and worthy and, you know, feel like, again, you're the queen, honey. And again, it doesn't have to, you could be a king, honey. It just doesn't. And maybe that's taking that leap of faith. It's like you believing in you. Okay. It's like the Eight of Cups energy. Okay, if someone walked away, they walked away, then let it go. Walk away yourself, you know. And it's like, even if there's real love there, let go with love. Because remember, like the saying, like, if you love someone or something, set it free and it comes back to you. So I'm not saying, you know, all of you will resonate with, you know, that this was part of the past. There could be that some of you might, you know, this person could come around and change their energy. You know, but I'm saying for a lot of you, it's kind of showing more this is like maybe a karmic, or, you know, there's, if this person is, we'll look at it again, because I'm getting that maybe for some of you, you're wanting this back still. But either way, whether this person is coming back or meant to come back or not, you still have to let go. And it's like, you have to get in this energy. This Nine of Pentacles energy is the very, like, it's like the independent woman card, or independent man, because we have the King of Pentacles. So it's like, you have to, like, build up your worth, build up, like, creating your heaven on earth, being happy within, being balanced. And I'm getting not taking crap. So, I mean, if that person, again, like I said, if they were really difficult, you know, they could have been harmful. I'm getting harmful, like, speech. You know, they could have said mean things to you, and you're maybe someone that's sensitive with the Queen of Cups energy. It's like, you need to just let that fall off your back, kind of, I'm getting. So, okay. So for those of you from this past person who question if this person could come back, because maybe you feel that they're the star cross connection, what messages? Okay. Okay, so for some of you, again, like, a lot of you, this is going to be like letting go of this person. However, if there's some of you who do feel like they're supposed to come back, there could be some of you that this person could reach out. However, it is showing the devil still present, so there could still be that toxic behavior, and it could just be from a place of fear and control. It doesn't mean that they're the devil, or they're, you know, a dark, you know, like an evil person. It's just maybe showing that they're living from a place of fear or control, or they have addictions. So, like, a new beginning would really be dependent on them. And I'm really getting drawn to, like, I'm getting about, like, it's like about their ego too. And that's, again, part of the devil card. So they could, yeah, reach out, but is it really in your best interest? Because they would have some work to do. Is this person capable of doing their work? High Priestess. So I'm just getting, your guess is as good as mine. So I think it's, you know, with the High Priestess, this is a situation that's left to be unknown. So again, for now, again, for a lot of you, I think this situation is in the past. It's karmic. You know, however, there could be some of you that there is maybe a chance one day if this person gets their shit together. However, right now it's not meant for you to know, and you just need to move on. If you really have true love for them, then, you know, let them go with love and move on with your life. And if they're meant to come back, they will. And if not, you know, you could still be loving and kind without them being in your life, right? And then if, you know, maybe you'll realize if you let go of this pain, you know, you might realize, okay, did I actually love them, or was it in fact a karmic connection where this person was for my soul's growth, and it wasn't them that tied me to them, it was that we had this like karma that we needed to clear, shared karma. Tower. Okay. I'm getting breaking point. So what is this breaking point? Is this past? Is this now? Future? I think it's like you've already reached your breaking point. So now it's time for you to build anew. And again, like I said, kind of build yourself up. And I'm getting like, get on your mighty horse and go. I don't know. That's what I heard. So yeah, don't be, just go. Just move forward with your life. Be happy with you. Because yeah, it's showing this new partnership. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like you have to do your part to get the wheel moving. Okay, it's funny because, okay, the Four Swords, I'm kind of getting like some of you could be waiting, like, you know, like in a fairy tale, like Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, you're like kind of just waiting maybe for this person to come back. And it's like, don't be around waiting. You have control over your life. Judgment. I think it's time for you to see things clearly. You need to see yourself clearly. It's funny because I was getting some clearing through the red tape. I don't know what that's meaning about the situation, but it's interesting with the Page of Swords and Justice, and then the Justice is in red. I don't know why I would get that in a love message, but hey, yeah, you've held on for far too long. One last message of hope from your spirit guides and angels. It's like this has already happened. Yes, if you know, if there was that pain, that loss, that grieving, of course you're allowed to go through this. You're allowed to mourn. But how much do you want to stay stuck in that energy? If this is fresh, then by all means, you know, take your time. But I think for some of you, this could have been for a while, even in this energy. So you're stronger than you know. So I'm going to leave things there. But know that there is hope. There is something better for you. And, you know, you could turn things around by having some faith and moving forward in your life. So I hope that made sense. So if this resonated for you, feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe. If you feel like this pile wasn't meant for you, it, you know, didn't resonate, feel free to choose another pile. Again, it's always based on your intuition. And feel free to check out my other readings as well, because if this resonated for you, pile number 5, I do have a pick a card and a message of hope reading too. So that might be something you want to check out as well. And I also do have like a singles love card reading and some others. Okay. So thank you all for watching today, and I send you all love and light. Have a good day. Bye.